I don't know what happened with the episode that went up on Wednesday, or for me yesterday. So I accidentally had like two versions of it go up yesterday, but I kept the one that was shorter because technically that was like the final edit. So I do apologise for that. Hi, my name is... Ugh, can't speak. Hello, hi, my name is Sophie. Welcome back to the What is K-pop podcast, where in which I talk about things, all things K-pop. I've been a K-pop fan for about 4.5 years, been doing this podcast for about 1.5 years, and I'm autistic, so my special interest is K-pop, and I guess I created this whole podcast in order to fill that kind of desire to want to learn more about K. I don't know what to say. I don't know what else to say. So originally I was supposed to do like SM Town songs, but then, that's actually kind of hard to like rank songs that you have to listen to, and then you just can't complain constantly about Moon Hee-jun's hairstyles all of the damn time. You just can't keep on going on about the fact that you are, in fact, scared of Moon Hee-jun. I think that's his name. I did kind of think it was Tony On for a lot of it, and then I read and it said, like, oh, this is Moon Hee-jun. And I was like, right, why on earth do I keep on thinking it's Tony On? I don't know, is Tony On even in? Was he? Here he was. Okay, yeah, he was. That's good. Yeah, it's not... Yeah, no, it's not him, is it? So if I... Just one moment. Moon Hee-jun. Yeah, it's him. It's him. Him. No. No, no, no. No, no, no. I do not know. No, no. Oh, no, no. Yeah, honestly, it's... No hate to him, obviously. This was like back in 1990s and early 2000s when SM made a lot of like summer winter songs, and obviously he was a big part of HOT. Well, he was a big part of SM Entertainment, I should say, actually. So when it came around to making these songs, he was featured quite heavily, and because obviously the hairstyles back then were very... They had a certain Frenchy something, je ne sais quoi. And, now we have to look at those pictures, and I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Yeah. So what are we talking about today? We are going to review the two songs by ALLDAY Project. And also, I've said this a couple of times in the two other episodes that came and that went up, but like, yeah, thank you! Thank you for so many views. Holy shit. I feel famous. It's really funny because obviously when I make these episodes I'm not expecting anything to happen, and quite honestly I don't care if not many views go on the episodes, because I understand, it's very hard to kind of listen to someone who first of all doesn't put much production into their episodes, and also is like as chaotic as me sometimes. Like, I understand I will, what's it called, like monitor my own episodes, so like I know kind of how it sounds, but to be fair, completely fine with it. So like to have like 7,000 people listen to it plus is like so cool. I also love how I just like low-key donked on myself. But no, thank you really for listening to it. It's a real pleasure to be able to say that we're reaching those numbers, and yeah, let's hope that 20,000 comes soon, because like altogether I'm pretty sure it like totals up to 20,000, because I've had like 3,000 views on YouTube, 7,000 on that one episode, and then like 500 I got just in general from all the rest of the episodes. Let's not take another year and a bit, 1.5 years-ish, to make 20,000. I don't know. I'm just joking, kind of. Not really. Well, yeah. Sorry. So if you don't know, ALLDAY Project is a cover group under the Black label, and they just recently debuted. And they actually debuted on the same day as Baby Don't Cry under P Nation, which is interesting. If you don't know, Baby Don't Cry is the group that G-Idol, or Idol now, Soyeon made the music for them. So hopefully it's good. They both came, I can't speak, debuted with single albums, which is unfortunate. I will say that. I will always say that, like, if you're gonna debut with a mini album, but I mean, there's only so much that you can do, and you don't want to, like, do too much for the first initial release. So we are seeing a lot more single album debuts, like with Meowth, obviously. The Sunbays. Oh my god, I just realised that Ella Gross, born in like 2008, is a Sunbay to Annie Moon. So I don't know why it's funny to me, but it is. Um, yeah, I just, and Annie was actually supposed to debut in Mauve, but I guess when Ella kind of became a part of the project, they were like, we don't want such like a massive age gap, because I believe Young So is 7. Oh shit, 2005. So there's only like 3 years in it. So 2002, 2005 is 3 years. 2005 to 2007, 8 ish. No, I think it's 2007. It's 3 years for Gowon potentially. No, Garin. Hey, I feel like I'm mixing up Meowth and Eugene's for some reason. 1 second. Also, I just want to say that I actually really like both the songs by All Day Project. Obviously, we are going to get into some criticisms, but obviously, it is all in good faith. Please don't hate me. Okay. Yeah, so in February 2024, it was like the picture. Sorry, I'm sniffling so much. My hay fever is absolutely ridiculous because I guess the pollen count was like really, really high this year. Or like my body's just decided that actually hay fever tablets, they're like now. Which here we are. So yeah, so the photos included Bailey, Ella, and Annie. So I guess like they were all just like hanging out and like obviously didn't quite know when they were gonna start actually legit preparing for debut, so they were all just hanging out with each other. But then like Annie Moon dropped out and I guess like joined the ADP project, and that they were gonna, yeah, they were supposed to debut in the first half of 2024 actually, but I mean, yeah, September's still not bad. But these things do actually take a lot of time. So, like, all of these things are just estimations based on the current, like, plans in place, you know? Okay, that's good. So, yeah, all day project. They're, like, yeah, I can't speak. Single album was called Famous, obviously with Famous and Wicked as serving as singles double title tracks. So I guess you can say that they debuted with Famous and or Wicked, depending on what you want to say. Obviously, Famous did come out a week before they officially debuted with Wicked, and they have finally started appearing on music shows. We love it. I was watching it, and I actually kind of thought that Annie's performance, if I'm going to be completely honest with you, did seem a little bit anxious, which is like understandable, you know. Like, it's the first time you're performing in front of a lot of fans, and your group is becoming extremely famous very quickly, and it's something completely new to her doing it publicly, because obviously we only knew her as the granddaughter of the founder, I'm pretty sure, of the Shinsegae group, which is Samsung. So like we knew her as a famous like model and like influencer person, or was she model? I don't know. We knew her as like an influencer first, and then she like transitioned into music. And I actually watched the what you call it, like the preview film thing when she was talking about it, and she said about how her parents didn't know whether or not to like let her do it. So she said like, oh, let me get into college first, and then you know we'll then like you know I can go and do this. And like to have that confidence, I was just like, oh, that's actually really cool, because not a lot of companies would willingly debut someone who is, I'm going to assume that she's 23, or she could still be 22, just depending on when her birthday falls. When is it? Oh, January, so she's 23, yeah. So it's very rare that a company is willing to debut someone who is actually that old. It's unfortunate to say, but we're seeing obviously what's her name? So one from Eunice. She debuted when she was 13. It's like 10 years younger than Annie. It is well, at this point it's like more like 8. But the fact that like a 13-year-old can debut in K-pop and like that's considered as like a good age to debut, I'm just like no. 23 does actually seem like a good age to do it. Or I don't maybe a bit old actually. I'll probably say like maybe 20. 20 is like a good age, I think. Because like you've gone through school and like then you're gonna get like 2 years of training, that's like a good solid amount of time, and then your debut and stuff, and then you have like a good career. But no, no, maybe not 23. Like I do know that Tarzan, he's 2002 too. So he's 20, I think he's 22 still. And then Wu Chan, no, Bailey next is 2004. Yeah, and then Wu Chan and Young So is 2005. So it's a good age to debut. I don't know why some people kind of kick off about that and stuff, and especially with like Annie being a chaebol. She's a fourth generation chaebol and she's extremely rich. Like, well, not maybe not extremely rich given the fourth generation, but she's got a lot of money is what I'm trying to say. Like, this being a K-pop idol, you don't typically get money unless you're really famous, so this is more of a a passion for her. Like, she's actively wanting to do this instead of it just being like, I have to for like my family, like I have to make money for my family. Like, this is because she wants to do it, and I kind of love that. And also we have Young So in the group, and she was a pre-debut member of Eyelit, and she ended up being we don't actually know what happened, but my assumption is that their direction for Eyelit obviously went in a more cutesy route, and from what we've seen of Youngso's performances, that girl, she needed all-day project. Like, girly pop, she is slaying the game. So anyway, I'm going to stop stalling. I wasn't actually stalling, but Famous and Wicked, I'm going to talk about them now. So they're in the dance, Brazilian funk, trap, drill, rap, hip hop, and R&B genre. Did I do some research on what R&B meant yesterday on ChatGPT? Yes, I did. Rhythm and blues. Didn't know that, and I didn't understand kind of like what it meant for me, like music. And I would say perhaps not Wicked, Famous would kind of suit that more. I don't know. But Wicked, I love the photo shoot like move with the thumbs and the fingers. I love that. Famous for me, it didn't really vibe. It's like the we ain't even famous part. Like, I was like, right, there's something about that just isn't clicking for me. And I personally didn't like it. So I ranked it a 7.5 out of 10. But Wicked, a photo shoot, I love that. And Young So, her voice is actually really nice and it complements it well, because like for some reason Annie's is a lot more standout-ish and Bailey's is a lot more standout-ish, but like Young So can kind of mold her voice to suit them to really well. And obviously Tarzan and Wu Chan, they're really good at rapping, and what I'd like to see like next for their first comeback, or like if them two decide like they want to release like solo music in the future, is to see them if they can do singing. I really want to hear them singing and then maybe the girls trying rapping. I think that would actually be very interesting. So for the writers, composers, and arrangers, for track number 1, we have, this is like going in the order, so writers, composers, arrangers. We have Tarzan, Wu Chan, Young So, Teddy, Vince, Claudia, Valentina, Sekai, and Norib. And for composers, Jumper, Claudia Valentina, Sekai, Norib, Dominsuk, and Vince. And for arrangers, we have Jumper, 24, Domin Suk and Vince. And for track number 2, we have Tarzan, Wu Chan, Annie, Young So Bailey, Vince, Ferron Thomas, Tommy TB Hits Brown, Amanda Ratchford, Cortlin Jabray Edwards. And for composers, we have Ferron Thomas, Domin Suk, 24, and Vince. And for arrangers, we have Domin Suk and 24. So it does look like they had. Teddy didn't write anything, which I know that a lot of people are pleased about. 11, 12. Yeah, 12 people working on Wicked. Yeah, that's actually pretty. I feel like that's actually alright because I know that a lot of songs have a lot more like writers on it, and the members did contribute to the lyrics and stuff. And I guess like the others just kind of cleaned it up a little bit. Yeah, I actually think it's alright. Sometimes we think that too many chefs stirring a pot is like bad and stuff. But no, I actually am extremely excited for what's to come with ATP. I will be getting the album. I think my birthday's coming up in 2 months' time actually. And I actually have to order the K-pop albums that I want if I want them. And so I will be ordering them for my birthday. And I can tell you about them then, I think. Also, it's extremely warm and I just really felt like I had to say it. I've tried to hold off on saying it, but it's actually really warm. Well, it's not too bad in here. It's like 23.8. But when it's just not it. The British summer's just not it. It's horrible. And I've been watching like videos of people talking about the British summer and about how horrible it is. I'm like, yes, we know. We have to live here all the time. Yeah, I don't know. It makes me really want to move up to Scotland, genuinely, because there's a place called Lerwick, and we're just gonna go on a side tangent to Lerwick for a minute. Oh wow, it takes 21 hours and 34 minutes from where I live to get to Lerwick, apparently, and 19 hours and 44 minutes to get in by car, which is probably like because of 147 miles because of all like the fact that it's like on like an archipelago of Shetland. Yeah, it's like a little cluster of islands, an island chain. Yeah, and it's easy to kind of get across to the islands. So when it says like 19 hours, does it also include like the ferry ride from? I'm gonna sneeze. So like I don't know if. Yeah, I'm pretty sure everywhere does this, but the good old weather people will record weather, and it's been going on for a very long time, since at least 1930, and the record high, I kid you not, 23.4 colder than it is in my front room right now. Record high for July. I love that. But then also the record low for January is minus 8.9 degrees, which is 16 Fahrenheit, by the way, for anyone who wants to know that. And for the record high is 74.1. When I can eventually live by myself and I can move places, I am going to move to Lerwick. Or at the very least, move to Scotland. Because it is cooler there, and I need that. Yeah, honestly, it's just absolutely horrible in good old England. And it's actually worse in Jersey right now, which is where my aunt and uncle are on holiday. So I feel very sorry for them for that. But yes, thank you as always for listening. And I will talk to you guys again very, very soon about SM Town Songs, which is like the songs that are made by all of the current artists signed under SM Entertainment. So I hope you enjoyed that. And I'll talk to you guys again very, very soon. Bye!